I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming to the January 6th of 2015 Bryan City Council meeting. Frigid night. It's going to be frigid in the morning as well. But anyhow, we'll get started here. And first, gentlemen, you've been presented with the minutes of the special council meeting on December the 30th. Is there any additions, corrections need to be made to those minutes?
Mr. President, I make a motion we approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second that.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Okay. Next is hearing a public concern. Again, that's someone who is not on the agenda can address council. I see no one, so we will go on from there. And number 3 now is the election of the president and vice president for the 2015 year of the Bryan City Council. The president for 2015 will be Mr. Keith Day, and vice president will be Mr. Richard Wright. Do we have a motion on that to approve those? Is that what we have? Okay, all right. Gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion to approve the election of these two gentlemen.
So moved.
Second.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Okay, at this time now, I will turn the rest of the agenda over to Mr. Day.
All right, before we go any further, we have, on behalf of the mayor and the city council, Tommy, we'd like to present you with a plaque of appreciation for your dedicated service to the Bryan City Council as president for the years 2013 and 2014. We thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Thanks, sir.
Okay. All right, continuing on our agenda, number 4, we'll set the time and date for council meetings for the Christmas holiday for the year 2015. Council meetings currently are 7:00 p.m. on the first and third Mondays of the month, unless changed by special request. Monday, January 19th is 2015 Martin Luther King Day. Council meeting is changed to Thursday, January 22nd, 2015. Monday, September 7th, 2015, that's Labor Day. Council meeting is changed to Tuesday, September 8th, 2015. The Christmas holiday of the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day 2015 will be observed as follows. Christmas Eve will be observed by the city on Thursday, December 24th. Christmas Day will be observed on Friday, December 25th, 2015, per the City of Bryan Employee Handbook. Mayor, is there anything more you're going to add to that?
No, just a reminder of why we asked for Martin Luther King. Usually we would go to Tuesday night, but I will be out of town, and it would be helpful for me if we would have it on that Thursday night rather than on Tuesday night for Martin Luther King. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Do we need to approve these?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve these changes.
Second.
Tommy?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes. Number 5 on the agenda is the approval of committees for 2015. Shall I just read through those as done? Okay. For the budget, we have Dick Reed and Richard Hoopie. Finance and Audit, Dick Wright and Tommy Moore. Wage, Richard Reed and Keith Day. Tax Incentive Review is Keith Day, Doug Johnson, and Richard Hoopy. Economic Development, Richard Hoopy and Dick Wright. Prevailing Wage Coordinators, Bryan Whelan and Melanie Kaiser. ADA is Patrick Thorpe. Negotiations Team, Dick Wright and Tom Moore.
Now, I might mention, that's what we had last year, and I think one of you had asked to change, and we made that change. If there's any changes that anyone wants to make, now's the time to do that.
I move we accept the appointments.
I'll second that.
Dick Wright,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Rick Hoopie,
Yes.
Dick Reed,
Yes.
Tommy.
Yes.
We might announce to the public, we are having some computer difficulty, we're not getting a picture any. We're close
Oh,
the letter, we're not getting in. I move it over.
Back to old style.
Yeah,
there we go.
but I can't move it down.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I can. There we go.
there we go. All right, we're on number 6 now, the approval of members to serve on the Volunteer Firefighters Dependent Fund Board. Chief Siders?
Good evening. Every year, I have to come to council and ask that you approve the members to the Volunteer Firefighters Dependents Fund Board. I have to have this list submitted to the State Fire Marshal's office by the end of the month, and council has been presented with names of the individuals to serve on that board, and I ask for your approval.
I'll make a motion, we approve it.
Second?
I'm sorry, who's second?
Richard Hoopie?
Dick Reed,
Yes.
Rick Hoopie,
Yes.
Dick Wright,
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Tommy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, number 8, is a resolution authorizing the fire chief.
Number 7.
Numbers.
Who's the probationary
Oh.
firefighter doing this?
Oh, approval for our hiring probationary firefighters. Sorry, jumped ahead.
It's all right. Council's been presented with a request that I would like to appoint Matthew Neal as a probationary volunteer firefighter with the City of Bryan Fire Department effective today. Matthew has passed his background investigation as well as his physical. He's actually going to start his class this Saturday with council's approval of hiring him.
I see no problem. I move we appoint.
I'll second that.
Dick Wright,
Yes.
Tommy,
Yes.
Rick Hoopie,
Yes.
Dick Reed,
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, as I said before, on number 8, we have a resolution authorizing the chief to apply for grants for the city of Bryan Fire Department. Would you read, please, Pat?
This is resolution number 1, 2015, a resolution authorizing the fire chief of the city of Bryan to apply for grants for the city of Bryan Fire Department.
Again, every year, I have to come to council and ask for your approval to apply for the grants that are listed in the resolution. I ask that you suspend and pass this.
Move we suspend.
I'll second it.
Dick Wright,
Yes.
Dick Reed,
Yes.
Rick Hoopie,
Yes.
Tommy,
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Move we approve?
Second. Rich Hoopie and then me.
I'm sorry. Fast one. Rick Hoopie,
Yes.
Tommy,
Yes.
Dick Wright,
Yes.
Dick Reed,
Yes.
Keith.
Yes.
Thank you.
Chief, just one question. I know you do this every year and things like that, and of all these, how many do we actually get? I forget. Some, because it,
Annually,
We don't
I
get 'em all,
get,
do we?
annually, I get a EMS grant. Annually, I get a fire marshal's training grant. And then the rest of those are competitive grants. And we have received the Assistance to Firefighter grant. We received that one in 2007. That's what helped put in the countywide radio system for the fire departments. We have yet to receive a SAFER grant, which is the Staffing for Adequate Emergency Response. And we have applied but have never been awarded a fire marshal's equipment grant. We have been awarded a Department of Natural Resources grant. That was back in 2006, I believe. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what we got for that grant. I can't remember off the top of my head what that was. I apologize.
is that like the firefighters grant and the natural resource grant, 2007, 2009, does that have any bearing on it that maybe
No.
our number would come up this
No.
year after X amount of years?
Nope,
We're not getting
nope,
it.
has nothing to do with it.
Just has-
It has to do with what your need is, your call volume, your population served, your budget.
Gotcha.
Everything's factored in.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 9 on the agenda is another resolution. Pat, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 2, 2015. A resolution authorizing the clerk treasurer to advertise for bids for the project known as 2015 Asphalt Program.
Mr. Wheeler?
Here I am, ready to spend money. We're going to go ahead and get our 4 major projects out of the way that we normally advertise for, since they were on the budget, that we won't need to come back later and ask permission. This will be the paving program. We have $250,000 budgeted. We've got some areas targeted, but we always wait until after the winter's over in case there's a lot of frost heave and some other areas need addressed sooner than what we were planning. So with that, I would request that you suspend the rules and authorize me to proceed with this.
I'll make a motion to suspend.
I'll second it.
Tommy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes. I'll make a motion to pass.
Second?
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes. Item number 10 on the agenda is another resolution. Pat, please number and read.
Resolution number 3, 2015, a resolution authorizing the clerk treasurer to advertise for bids for the project known as 2015 Pavement Marking Program.
Same thing as before, typical project. We usually spend around $60,000 for that. I was hoping we could get it under the bid threshold, which is $50,000, but it's okay. It's a good process to go through the bid process and have them bonded and everything like that. So with that, I would request the same thing, to suspend and approve. And Tommy, you have a question?
No.
Okay,
I'm
you were
sorry.
raising your finger like you
No,
had a
no,
question. Okay,
Just messing here.
all right.
No.
I move we suspend.
Second.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. I do have a question.
Sure.
This area, does that have anything to, Oakwood, does that have anything to do with what they done last year,
On the next item?
No, on this one right here with.
This was just pavement marking program. The next item is where we're doing the Oakwood. We're on 10 right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll explain that when we get there.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, I'm sorry.
You
I'll
catch
make a
your mind.
motion to pass.
Second.
Wait, who was first? Dick Reed. Dick Reed.
Dick Wright. Dick Reed.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes. Item number 11, we have a resolution. Please number and read.
Resolution number 4, 2015, a resolution authorizing the clerk treasurer to advertise for bids for the project known as 2015 street improvement of Oakwood Avenue from South Lebanon Street to Pleasantwood Avenue.
Okay, this street, it's a small street, only about 600 or 700 feet. There's a small curve there. This is an area that Tyson and I have been struggling with for the last few years, just like North Allen Street, where the curb is about 1.5 feet below what the actual road is. It's a maintenance nightmare. The storm drainage is poor in that area. So the water line has already been replaced in through that area. The sanitary sewer has been replaced. We got Ohio Public Works grants probably 4 or 5 years ago to replace all the sanitary sewers in there. So basically we'll do a full depth removal on this street like we typically do. New curbs, gutters, street, storm taps, sidewalk, and it'll tie in real nice with Pleasantwood, well, with South Lebanon Street with that whole improvement there. So, but with that, about $295,000 is what we have budgeted. That might be a little high, but we went ahead and budgeted that much. Hopefully we can get it done for less than that.
All right, I know where you're at now. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
It's that little bend there and
Yep.
goes back and.
Is
comes
this called
back.
Oak Branch?
No, it's the next block west of Oak Branch.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right on Lebanon, on the
No.
curve.
Four houses west of your old house,
Good.
around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad that Pleasantwood Avenue right down through there isn't upgraded.
Well, in the 10-year
I've
plan.
been, I've
you
been
never know.
barking about that for a long time. Okay. All right,
I'll make a motion, we suspend.
Second.
Tommy?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Keith?
yes.
Move we approve?
Second.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Yeah.
Item number 12 on the agenda is another resolution. Pat, please number and read.
Resolution number 5, 2015, a resolution authorizing the city engineer of the city of Bryan to apply for grants for the city of Bryan as needed.
Typically, this covers like CDBG grants, ODOT Small Cities grants, and other grants that we've been very successful at getting in the past. Ohio Public Works as well. Some of them I'll still have to come back and get legislation from council authorizing as well if they're for bigger dollars, such as Ohio Public Works. We typically do that in August or September to get your blessing to go ahead with that. But this kind of covers the smaller ones that don't necessarily need legislation on your part to authorize me to do that.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Suspend.
Second.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Make a motion to pass.
Second?
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Keith?
Item number 12 is another resolution. Pat, please number and read.
Resolution number 6, 2015, a resolution authorizing the clerk treasurer to advertise for bids for the project known as 2015 Water Main and Sanitary Sewer Extension on Brunicardi Way from North Main Street to the city limits.
As that says, it's on Brunicardi Way, and heads west, and it covers the ground that we just recently purchased for the industrial park. I have $350,000 budgeted for the sanitary sewer. That should cover everything we need. The water department will also have a portion of that as well that's going to go on top of that. They'll be taking care of their legislation as well. We've got the plans probably 95% done, and we'll submit them to EPA probably next week for approval. Could take 3 or 4 weeks to get through that, and I also have the water department's plans on my desk as well for final review, so I can seal those and send those to EPA for approval for them as well. So we anticipate by February being ready to advertise. This is one we've saying that we're going to be shovel-ready on by midsummer, by July. So with that, I would request that you suspend and allow us to proceed.
So moved on the suspension.
Second.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Move that we approve?
Second.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian.
Mr. President, due to the fact we're having difficulty with the computer, I would like to hold my State of the City to the next meeting. It would be very informative without having the computer working on the screen, so I'll bypass that part.
We gotta get a techie in here on that.
Yep.
On item number 14, we have a request for educational assistance. Who's addressing this? Chief Siders.
Jason Mannon is going back to college to pursue his bachelor's degree, and he's asking for educational assistance on this class that he's taking this coming quarter. I believe the class is titled Principles of Emergency Management. This fits into the fire department very well, and I would ask that you approve the educational assistance in accordance with the handbook for the city of Bryan.
Make a motion, we approve it.
I'll second it.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that completes our agenda. The mayor has stated that he wants to have the computer working properly for him to do the state of the city. So he will do that at our next regularly scheduled council meeting. And with that, we'll go around and see if there's anything. Al, you have anything you want to say? Okay, Chief Siders? Brian? Chief Willis? Okay. Rick?
Nothing tonight.
Okay, Mr. Wright?
No, sir.
Mr. Reed?
Nothing tonight.
Happy New Year, everyone. And Tommy?
The only thing, just again, I said it last week, but for my last 2 years as council president, thanks a lot to employees and the department heads for their support. Thank you. That's it.
Okay, Mr. Mayor?
Okay, just a couple of things. The city will be observing Martin Luther King Day. The city of Bryan will on January 19th. However, the city of Bryan will pick up garbage on that Monday. There's a little bit of confusion. The only time the city does not work is the Thanksgiving and the Christmas. Other times we pick up refuge. I might say today, if people are worried about the all pickup, which was scheduled for today, we had everything picked up, or not everything, we were ready to pick up and go to the landfill. Was informed that the landfill was closed today for some unknown reason, so everything's loaded in our trucks and it will reopen in the morning, and we can pick up the rest of Tuesday and Wednesday's garbage. One of the reasons we go on Monday, most of our holidays fall on Monday, and we have the all pickup on Tuesday, so no matter whether you work them on Monday or if you work them on Tuesday, you're gonna get some overtime involved, so our city workers prefer to get Monday out of the way and then work their all Tuesday pickup and so forth. Of course, in the wintertime, when you have snow emergencies and snowstorms and so forth of that nature, there could be a day where there'll be a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle the next couple days with the cold for our garbage folks to be out there picking up garbage. So if it's out, we'll get it, or if we don't get it that day, we'll get it the next day. But that's the reason for that. So Martin Luther King Day will be off citywide. The police, of course, will be working. We'll be picking up refuse. That is January 19th. We got a letter from Dan today at the Chamber that the 68th Annual Chamber Banquet will be held Thursday, January 29th. And that dinner will start, they'll have a silent auction from 5 to 7 with awards at 7 o'clock. Council members are to contact my secretary, Cindy, if you want to go. If your spouse, it's $30 for the spouse, if your spouse cares to go, but she will make reservations. We have to have reservations in, I think by January 20th for that 29th date. So just give us a call or let me know if you want to attend the chamber banquet.
Last year's banquet was really nice, where they had a variety of restaurants come in and serve, and they give everybody a chance to taste the different areas.
It's the same thing. It's going to be held at the middle school.
Right.
And it's the same procedures as before. Also, I want to commend both Tommy and Al for a great job of being presidents. Tommy for 2 years and Al for last year. I think a lot of things were accomplished in the city, and I think you're moving it forward in the directions that we want to go. So a good job for both of you along that line. And last of all, we want to commend everyone involved with our little project we had going on over the weekend with the situation at Titan Tire and all the ducks and geese and so forth, and Bruce and his work that he did. I think we received great reviews from the people that work with us, that they've never seen that. They've seen a city before, but not have the equipment and things. We were able to counteract a lot of problems that could have been a lot worse than what it was. So I think everyone did a good job from the Dawn Baldwin over there, management, and with Bruce, and then the sheriff. The sheriff worked all night picking up animals and so forth, ducks and geese and whatever, and it was just a job well done. Unfortunate situation, but it did happen. So Tommy and I went out and attended several of the meetings to learn what was going on, kept us informed, so we appreciate the work that you've done. Also, some of the restaurants in town donated food back. I know one, especially Kentucky Fried Chicken, donated some food to the Red Cross, who turned food back into the fire station, so we appreciate the response that we got from that. So, and then folks are out right now of trying to worship birds and get them back into their proper environment. So a good job done by all and anyone involved with that. So that was a good community effort there.
How far down ditch 40 did the oil get?
Bruce, it's probably, it's hard to say, isn't it? It's
Well, the oil got down to County Road 17.
17.
Oh, it got all the way there.
Yeah.
And that's why there's so many ducks involved?
Well, ducks were all up by the
Retention pond.
Yes.
pond and up by the
Wastewater treatment?
wastewater treatment plant. Thank you. We do have Sheen that had made it all the way to the Tiffin River. So, but right now, the cleanup contractor is monitoring the situation, as are we. And there are booms in place to capture anything else that might come down the river or the creek. Right now, everything's frozen, so we're kind of at a standstill. Once we get a thaw, the cleanup contractor will be back out again and
picking things up, and there's a lot of other remediation management that has to go on in regards to the ditch. So it's going to probably be spring before everything gets completely cleaned up because of the weather.
I always thought Tom Colhart was our only wildlife person around here, and I've never seen so many wildlife people there that came out. And we got some good comments and maybe some solutions to some of our problems at the retention pond and talking with those folks. And they're aware and they see some of our problems that we have out there. So if there was a good thing that came out of it along that line, we got to talk to some people that might have some different ideas there, so.
That's it.
That's it.
I just, again, this probably will sound like a broken record, but I just kind of want to repeat some of the things the mayor said. I remember sitting in one meeting and EPA, I don't remember what the gentleman's name was, but he basically come right out. He said that if it had not been for our fire department and the effort that they put in there to get that thing stopped and corralled, there could have been a huge disaster there and things like that. So again, I just want to compliment our fire department, the chiefs and things like that. But again, the other thing that, and we talk about this, we talk about ourselves as council and BPA working together, and our utilities department, BMU, and our side of the city working together and things like that. And again, I think we have a great relationship, but you had Chief Towns out there spent a tremendous amount of hours out there. He had his men out there working. You had EMA of Dawn and Don out there that were checking weather, checking on what's going on out there. They were feeding. Red Cross set up a facility at the at the fire station, feeding everybody. But all I heard, and even in behalf of Titan Tire, they extended themselves immensely to help in any way they could. And that's the only thing I ever heard out there was just how everybody worked together. This tri-state recovery, animal recovery came out of Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. They're out here now. They'll probably be here, Chief, maybe another week and a half, 2 weeks, just to clean up the ducks and things like that, and nice folks. And I heard compliments from them of how everything was calm and orderly, and everybody just worked together. And again, it was a great effort on everybody's part. So
and
again,
the different fire departments that were in.
Yeah, right.
Covering.
We had Noble came over and and had Defiance EMA over here, and they were notifying all their people downstream. And I mean, it was just a chain reaction, just one thing after another, and working together. I was extremely impressed, and we as citizens, I don't care if you're in Fulton or Williams County or Defiance County or whatever, we're very fortunate to have what we have here. So again, thanks to everybody for a great effort. That's all.
That's it.
All right. Rhonda, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay, Pat, no? All right, with that in mind, we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Dick Wright?
Yes.
Rick Hoopie?
Yes.
Dick Reed?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.